Mike, Jason Fulgenetti, one of our staff sports writers, does a Masters poll. He's asking for, I think it might be a top 6 this year.
Yep.
Everybody's going to have one name on there, and it's the name I'm penciling as my champion, Tiger Woods, going for jacket number 5.
There you go.
We'll talk about some other names in a moment, but first, what are his chances of pulling this out? How smart am I going to be, or is everybody else going to have? It's like taking Louisville in the tournament. Is Tiger the guy here?
Oh, yeah, I think Tiger is the guy. I think that there is still a mental and emotional barrier for him to overcome. Some of these tournaments that he's won in this stretch here where he's won 4 or 5 times in the last year or so, some of these, you've seen him do some things down the stretch that he would never have done at his peak. I mean, kind of limping to the finish line, doing some things that suggest that he's not really fully in mental and emotional control the way he used to be. So I think doing that in a major is still an obstacle for him to overcome. Yeah, so that's what this is going to be about, because I think he is, again, the best player in the world. It's this whole thing about chasing Jack Nicklaus, and this is really going to be an interesting week in that context.
He's got a lot of momentum. He's won some tournaments that he's won in the past. This is one he's done well, so obviously he's the favorite. I'm not completely sure he's completely back here, because everybody thinks it, so I'm thinking, So give me a couple other names I should be putting down here when I do Fulgenetti's Masters tournament.
Well, Ian Poulter is a guy who, with the Ryder Cup last year, was the star of the European team. Seemed like one of those guys, almost a Seve Ballesteros kind of fiery guy with an unbelievable short game, great putter. He seems like a pretty good fit for this. This might be his time, I think, a little bit. Dustin Johnson is a guy who has played. He's one of the most physically gifted golfers. He's really like an NBA shooting guard type athlete, and it hits it 5 miles. It draws it, hits it really high. All of that is incredibly well suited to Augusta. So he's another one. Another guy is Brandt Snedeker, who has probably been one of the 2 or 3 best players in the world over the last 6-8 months, and is a phenomenal putter. And Augusta is, maybe above all else, a great test of putting. So those are some guys that I would look at that I'm probably going to have on my list on Fulgenetti's poll. But Tiger, I mean, we are back to where we were 10 years ago, where really golf is all about Tiger against the field. We're almost back to that. That doesn't mean he's back to where he was as a player, but that's the dynamic that everybody's going to be watching.
We're talking. He's past the mojo. Now it's like, does he have his swag back? I don't think he's got the swag.
I love the way you can.
I saw he had mojo.
I love the way you hang words on this.
When he gets the swag, then we know he's back.
Beautifully done.